What's up, guys? We're in a little losers bracket coverage now of the Curse 1v1 tournament. We had an Urgot ban, then a Rengar from Choiboi. And this game is between Cooolstorybroo and Choiboi. Old Kale and Jace ban action. Wonder what Choiboi's gonna go for next here. Jax and Darius, all very solid bans. Yorick coming out, and then one more. Who is it gonna be? I'm trying to look right now, see what what's left that still could be picked. Cho'Gath, that's not a bad one. Okay. Gotta throw him a little good luck, a little happy face there. He's starting. And while they're in champion picks and choices, we're gonna look at this sweet image here, just so that they can't really ghost the stream right now. I'm gonna go back once the spectator delay begins, so you're just gonna listen to me. Sorry, I don't have a camera. You can't see me. You don't really see any action going on right now, but I assure you, your stream's not frozen because you hear me. So I'm not really even going to talk about what they're picking, but I will talk about this, the tournament in general. So for those of you just tuning in, this is the Curse 1v1 tournament, and these players, this is the top 32. We started out with about 23, maybe 2,500 people, and now we finally narrowed it down to the final 32, 36, one of those numbers. They're all playing for a chance at $2,000 and a tryout to be the sub for Curse. Those are actually it's a pretty good prize. I'll take that. Not a big deal. We've seen a lot of top lane champions in terms of picks. And actually both players already locked in. So I'll show you what they picked right now. Oh, we got Olaf versus Nunu. Now this is going to be interesting. We saw Nunu have a really good game yesterday. I forget who was playing it because I don't really remember that well. But it was a Kale versus Nunu matchup. It was extremely long. I think that one took 40 minutes. So hopefully this one does not have that same length, because as fun as it was, I like the fast ones a little bit more than the long ones. In terms of masteries and runes, Cooolstorybroo on Nunu. He's going to be using, he calls it the no mana AP rune page. Just, flat AP quints, some flat MR glyphs, flat armor seals, magic penetration res. That's fairly standard. That's kind of a rune page that I use in regular, just for if I'm really afraid of that lane. You know what I'm saying. But going 22 in defense, so this Nunu is just going to be try to be a brick wall. Just going to try to say, you know what, you're not going to really be able to deal with me that very well. I don't want to click on Olaf. I already know what he looks like. I don't need to see this. And to click that. Fantastic. AD utility page. No fun names from either of these people. My rune pages are named after songs. A lot of people have really cool, funny little things. Not these guys. They're not interested in that. Movement speed quints, attack damage marks, armor seals, flat MR glyphs. Fairly standard. Maybe the movement speed quints are a little different. He'll need those for catching up to Nunu, if he even can. I mean, Nunu's kind of really quick like that. We have about 55 seconds left on the spectator delay. Now keep in mind, this is the losers bracket. So whoever loses this match, and it is a best of 3, is completely out of the tournament. They lose all hopes. They get dream crushed fairly early on, because I think this is actually round 2 in the losers bracket. So these people actually have quite a bit to go. And with 30 seconds left, I think my favorite champion that I've seen so far in the tournament would be Rengar. I mean, if he's not banned, because he's always going to get banned. When I played my matches, I'm sorry, my one match, because I was out in the first round, Rengar was an insta-ban. Didn't want to deal with that. He's just so powerful. And going into this game, Olaf versus Nunu, Nunu's going to have that, kind of like I was saying, you know, the brick wall, kind of, he's going to be hard to get through. The consume's going to give him a lot of sustain, and the snowball harass is going to be pretty rough for Olaf to handle. But if Olaf can get to the late game and doesn't get poked down early, I feel like Olaf's going to win this. No problem. And we're getting into the game. I did forget to mention, though, Choiboi starting Exhaust Ignite, no flash, Cooolstorybroo, with a cool story, has flash and exhaust. So we're going to see what happens. Both players starting with the buyout. I'm wondering if either of them is going to wait for the last health potion. Like, if you kind of wait around for a little bit, you can still buy items, grab another health potion, and just have that little advantage going into it. We'll have to see if either of them do that. Looks like they are. Nunu actually opting for 2 points in Snowball, 1 in Consume. You don't really need the Blood Boil early, so I completely understand that. That's pretty cool. Something cool. Nope, they're not. Alright, I zoomed in for no reason. Olaf deciding he doesn't need points right now. He's going to wait. He's going to wait a little bit. Both players seem to have the same idea. 2 Doran shields, boots, and health potions. However, Nunu gonna grab that extra health potion, looks like. Olaf, on the other hand, wants to get the early brush control.
Minions have spawned.
Kind of freaking out, checking some brushes with his axe. Now, he's got control of this. I mean, if Nunu is a little observant, he's gonna, you know, notice right away. He actually grabs a mana potion. Interesting. It's gonna be like, there's probably Olaf in the brush if he didn't wait for the health potion. Gotta be a little careful of that. You might actually see an engagement. They stay right next to each other. Olaf getting some harass out. The Frostbolt comes out, and Nunu just says, you know, I'm just gonna walk away and go farm because we're not gonna really get anywhere. So we'll slap each other around a little bit, but then I'm just gonna go farm. What's interesting is Nunu has, you know, the click snowball, don't really need to aim, but Olaf has a skill shot as well that he can use to poke. The difference here is Choiboi is going to run out of mana from doing it, and Nunu can actually get free snowballs just by auto-attacking. I mean, yeah, the health relics are there for mana regen and health regen, but you kind of don't want to rely on that, and they're both just, you know, getting their little pokes and getting their little jabs. They don't want to go full out yet, and Choiboi is actually going to be a little underwhelmingly damage-wise because Nunu's just eating minions to stay in the game. And this is kind of what I was talking about. The early harass from Nunu is very hard to deal with. From the snowballs, I mean, look, he has only 15 ability power, and he's already got Choiboi down to nothing. He just used his last health potion. Already not looking too good. And this is why I feel like Nunu is in, like, I feel like there's... I always name a different number every time I say something like this, but there's like top 10 champions for this format. Nunu is in the top 10. I haven't seen much Olaf, so I don't really know. He seems like he'd be good, but against Nunu, it's a little one-sided, at least for now. I feel like Nunu's going to keep leveling up. Yeah, he's not even going to go for Blood Boil yet. Put another point in Consume. Probably going to put, yep, another point in Frostbolt. He's going to wait as long as he can before getting Blood Boil. You know, it'll be interesting to see if Cooolstorybroo... Yeah, there we go. Just grabs the health relic for him. Says, what's up? I want him to, you know, go in the bush and get a full Nunu ultimate off. That would just be fun to see. Just straight up like that. And with Cooolstorybroo having such an advantage at this point, he's going to be able to just keep pushing, keep what he's doing, and then he's going to have access to 3 health relics. Choiboi is not going to be able to, he's not going to be able to deal with this health relic. He's not going to get it. So he's stuck with 1. So that means he has no health potions, relying purely on passive regen from Doran Shield and some health relics. And Cooolstorybroo is just taking his time. The game is in his hands right now. Choiboi trying to get some harass off, but this ultimate might be it. And Choiboi lives with just a sliver of health. Wow. That's the MR just kicking in for him. The slight MR. I can't even believe that he lived there. One more auto attack from Nunu would have done it, but I don't think he was in range, so that's okay. Choiboi still in a very bad spot. I'm not sure how he's going to get out of this. His best bet, hold off as long as possible, although he's really losing out in farm right now. He's going to have to make some good buys. I wouldn't be surprised to see him sell some Doran's rings, or Doran's shields, because that armor's not going to help him. The health is cool, you know, the regen's nice, but he's going to need some MR to deal with the poke that's coming out from Nunu. It's pretty relentless at this point. Ooh, look at that damage. Cooolstorybroo wants to go in, but he just can't right now. Picking up that health relic. And another snowball comes out. This is exactly reminiscent of the game that took 40 minutes. But Nunu is gradually taking the lead. No kills yet. No one's on the board technically yet. Anything could happen, but Nunu is in the driver's seat. It's up to him what happens. I think the exhaust is an interesting choice here. If he had Ignite, he would have already got a kill. Hands down. He was in Ignite range, enough to finish him off. I feel like that's kind of a, you know, I understand why you'd get the exhaust, kind of, it could save your life, but I'm not sure if it could actually get him kills here. Frankly, I don't even know if he wants to get kills. He might just be going for this, I'm going to stay pushing your turret, and there's nothing you're going to do about it because I'm just this brick wall. Oh, you harass me? Then I'm just going to eat some minions. Then push the wave. Olaf, sadly, does not have any wave clear or anything like that. The best he can do is his axe, and that's like hardly anything. Nunu's ultimate is back up. I wouldn't be surprised to see him try to go for another kill here when that becomes available. He might try to get an exhaust up. He does actually have the improved exhaust, as we saw from his masteries. So it's going to shred a bit of armor and magic resist for Olaf, helping him try to secure that kill a little more and making it harder for him to get out. Olaf doesn't have flash. Yeah, he has his ultimate, but I'm not sure if it'll get him out in time. I mean, Nunu can just cancel it earlier. Get the damage off anyway. Non-stop snowballs. Oh, here it comes. Here comes Cooolstorybroo. He wants to get the ult off. He knows he's in a good spot. This is kind of an awkward pursuit here. And yeah, here it goes. Cooolstorybroo picking up the first blood like it's not even a problem. He doesn't want to die to the turret then because it would give Olaf the kill, and that's not what he wants. He's going to try to wait it out, wait for the timer. I don't know what exactly the timer is, but then he's going to kill himself. He might try to take this turret down. Nope. Going to just straight go for the suicide. Hopefully he waited long enough. Doing a little consume action. Olaf is up. Maybe he can get there. Maybe. Nope. Minion gets the kill. And so, Nunu's going to go back with a 12,000 gold advantage. Not 12,000. 1,200. Wow. If he had a 12,000 gold lead by now, that would be intense. You see, Olaf did not sell the Doran's shields. Instead went for Phage and only got 1 null magic mantle and then 5 health potions. I feel like that could be a mistake, getting that little amount of MR when he was just getting poked down. I'm not sure if he's going to really be able to do anything because of that. Nunu, on the other hand, got a Hextech revolver saying, I don't have enough sustain, so I'm going to make it so that whenever I throw my free snowballs at you, I'm going to get a little back. He also got Glacial Shroud for cooldown reduction and the armor. Look at that. He just slows him and then goes and grabs his health bar. It's just going to auto-attack him. Choiboi losing this fight, despite being the stronger melee champion, purely because Nunu is just that annoying. He's that hard to deal with. From the looks of it, unless Choiboi makes some great, buys next time he's able to do that, it's Cooolstorybroo's game to lose. Olaf is down about 40, 50 CS at this point. I'm not counting him out yet because Olaf can pull some stuff out, but it's not looking good. He's going to need some magic resist. While that may not be doing much damage to him, it's just consistent and constant. Choiboi losing this exchange once again. Nunu does not have the ultimate though. He does have exhaust. Look at Choiboi getting low. He's going for that health relic. He needs to get it, and Nunu's just going to keep pushing. What does Nunu bot say all the time? Is he push, 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 push? Am I thinking of the right thing, or is that someone else? I don't know. This is why Nunu is one of the most terrifying champions to lane against in any setting. 1v1. I mean, if you get stuck with an AP mid Nunu, that's just annoying. I don't know if anyone's ever had to deal with that. It sucks. We might see Cooolstorybroo, after getting some pokes in, go all out with the ultimate now. He does have flash available. He can just surprise Choiboi. Choiboi does have exhaust. His ignite's going to be up right now. Does have his ultimate. He could exhaust Nunu to prevent the ultimate damage and then try to go for the kill. But the attack speed slower from the ultimate and the snowball is going to keep Choiboi at bay, keeping him from doing a lot of damage. And the Glacial Shroud. I mean, right now Olaf is just falling even further behind in CS. He's down now about 60. Cooolstorybroo doesn't need to fight him at this point. He's just trying to take the turret. The exhaust comes out from Choiboi. The ignite. He's popping the ultimate, getting the auto attacks off. Just gets him to about a third health and then backs off because he knows he's not going to be able to do much. And that was Choiboi's moment. I don't think he really got the phage procs he was looking for off of that. I don't think he even got one. I could be wrong there, but it seemed like Nunu just had no problem getting away. I know Nunu is good at kiting in general, but that just seemed different. Ooh, the snowball coming out once more. And now they're fighting over the health bug. These people have this time to Nunu. If you're going for the ultimate, the exhaust comes off, shredding the magic resist, and Cooolstorybroo is just going to pick that up no problem. Very nonchalantly saying, I'm just going to press R and then D, and then I'm just going to get the kills, no problem. Now Cooolstorybroo doing a little killing of himself, a little murder-suicide action. Yeah, it's actually going to the Nexus turrets. It's actually taking him quite a while to die. It would be funny if Olaf just came up through an axe and got the kill, but nope, not today. Choiboi going back, potentially his last, buying phase, gets a Negatron cloak, Mercury treads, and that's all he could afford. And that's unfortunate because Nunu's going to come back. He had a trust fund built up. He's going to be able to just buy quite a bit of things. I don't know what he's going to get. He might just finish the Frozen Heart. Yep, it happened right as I was saying it. Goes for a Blasting Wand for the additional damage. Does he have money for anything else? Nope. Also got some Ninja Tabby. Fairly good buys there. I think that's what he needs to finish it up. Olaf now really has barely any, attack speed thanks to that Frozen Heart. It's going to be rough. Although Choiboi did get the Negatron Cloak, he's going to be able to negate a lot of that damage. Also got the Mercury Treads. The slow and attack speed is going to be shorter. Ooh, he's doing some damage now. It's actually kind of looking good for Choiboi. Cooolstorybroo, though, still pursuing. Yeah. Yep. That Frost Blast. We're just seeing how Nunu is just such a strong champion in this format. I would not be surprised, regardless of the outcome of this game, if Choiboi bans Nunu. That's kind of the advantage of the best of 3 setup that we have going. For a majority of the tournament, it was just best of 1, but in this final 32 bracket, all matches are best of 3. So people can see exactly what... Oh, Choiboi's in the chat. What's up, man? he will. He will, he says. Choiboi trying to get some damage on the Cooolstorybroo, eating the snowball, and all the damage that he just did just gets negated by one consume. Nunu getting the slaps down. Uh-oh, this is not looking good for Choiboi. He is actually able to get the health relic. Cooolstorybroo is really pushed up. If he wants to keep him off those health relics, he can at this point. He's controlling this game right now. The amount of kite Nunu has is just rough for any melee champion to deal with. I mean, luckily for Olaf, he does have the ultimate. It means he can't be CC'd. He has about 7 seconds to kill Nunu at that point. But I feel like it's a little too far off in this game. Cooolstorybroo might be waiting for the exhaust to come up before he goes in for a final kill here. Choiboi kind of just camping the health relic. Maybe unsure of the time. It is up now. He's gonna go run grab it. Cooolstorybroo just throwing a little snowball at him. Ooh, the ultimate comes out. Will he get the full thing? Nope. Choiboi retaliating with some damage. Olaf is at low health, so he is going to get some increased attack speed, and he pops the ultimate. Will he continue going after this? He gets the slow off from his axe throw, but Cooolstorybroo, it's looking good for him, and he does pick up the third kill. The GGs come out. Cooolstorybroo takes game 1.
A summoner has disconnected.
Oh no, the game ended without a result. No, it didn't. Well, that was an interesting game. It was a little one-sided after the beginning, but both had some really good plays. Choiboi had a good effort trying to stay in it. Just waiting on my invite for game number 2. I'm wondering how the strategies are going to change here. What else does Cooolstorybroo have up his sleeve? He just brought out the new pick. That's going to open up one ban. Assuming that Choiboi wants to ban it. I'm wondering what he's going to go for here. And then what Choiboi is going to pick after that game 1. What can he recover with? Invite me! Yay! I got type. Ignore that. Because I don't want people to invite me. Alright. Now the teams are set up. Let me say 1 sec here. Alright, the bands are starting for game 2. They're just firing off. Not really. Just waiting around. There's quite the elo difference. Not that that matters, though, in the long run, because 1v1 is different than yeah, the new pick coming out. It says, oh, gee, what do I ban? New. But yeah, there's the elo difference, but that's okay, because, I mean, there's no ranked 1v1. I mean, you could be the best. You could be like 3,000 elo, and then suck at 1v1. Just different. Kind of like 3v3. Urgot, coming out from Cooolstorybroo. Choiboi actually putting a lot of thought into this ban. We might see, you know, more standard bans. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, Rengar. Rengar is definitely a ban that you always want to do. Irelia, another strong champion for this. Kale Jace are the bans from Cooolstorybroo. There's a couple champions still up that could cause some issues. Bans from last game. Darius is still up. Yorick is still up. Darius does get banned right now. Lee Sin actually does get banned. So that does leave open 2 champions that weren't banned from last time. Cho'Gath. Yeah, and Jax. Maybe another one. 1 sec. Starting checking. Good luck, have fun action. Now, if you're just tuning in, this is the final 32 bracket. I haven't come up with a cool name for this bracket. I don't know. It's the top 32. We'll go with that. Oh, let me get my little thing up here. Yeah, so you can't see their picks. Boom. That cursed proving ground image is a little out of date. The signups for the tournament are not this coming September 13th. That's very far away. I got a caboose. Chill out. What was I saying beforehand? I don't know. But yeah, it's been this tournament started in September. It's been going on for about a month and a half. Started out 2,300 people. Oh yeah, I was talking about what you're watching. This is the 1v1 tournament. These are the top 32 players. We started out with about 2,300 people. And these players are now in the tournament going for $2,000 and a tryout to be the sub for Team Curse. Pretty large stakes. Not cow stakes, but you know what I'm saying. So we got 20 seconds left in Champion Select here. Just keeping it blocked out so no ghosting action happens. Gonna come back here once the delay starts. It's gonna be in 1 second, I think. We're gonna see what happens. Would you believe me if I said that it's gonna be Fiddlesticks Fizz matchup? Okay, it's not. It's Yorick versus Cho'Gath. Cool story, bro. He is the best NA. That's what I heard. I don't know how accurate that is, but yeah. Let's look at a little mastery action. Little runes and masteries action. AP utility page coming out. Same page we saw before, I believe, right? Yeah. No, he was going Manaless Sage. No, that was someone else. That was the other. That was Cool Story Bro with that page. Magic Pen Reds, flat armor seals, flat MR glyphs, movement speed quints. Pretty good. 921. Going for the Magic Pen. That's not bad for Cho'Gath. That's pretty good. Check out Cool Story Bros page. He's going armor pen damage, as he calls it. Once again, no creative titles. People, you gotta have cool titles for your rune pages and masteries, or else you bore me a little bit. Armor pen marks, armor seals, flat MR glyphs, attack damage quints. Pretty cookie cutter standard stuff. Maybe the armor pen reds are a little different. And we're looking back at champions now. Cool story, bro. Sticking with exhaust and flash. It worked for him last time. Totally okay. Choiboi going with ignite flash. Wants the flash this time. Have a little more escape. And it is funny that I brought this up. Cho'Gath and Yorick, both two champions, not banned this game, were banned game 1, and they became picks for this game. Very interesting. Both players have some knowledge of what's really good right now in this format, and this is kind of showing it. Early game, just looking at everything, I mean, if Yorick can take an advantage early, I feel like he's going to win this. Cool story, bro, that is. Cho'Gath, he's going to have the sustain, though, but Yorick has that same amount of sustain. Yorick did get a little nerfed recently, but I don't think it'll just dominate him, make him lose here. Yorick's always going to be a strong champion in the lane phase, and that's what this is. 10 seconds left on the spectator delay. Let me know in chat, people watching, if you've been keeping track of this tournament at all. Who do you think is going to walk away with this? Cho'Gath, Yorick? Who's your favorite to win this right now? Do you think Choiboi can rally back, get game 2, take it to a game 3, or do you think Cool Story Bro is going to walk away with the victory? I already know my favorite to win right now because Choiboi262 has Gentleman Cho'Gath. He's got this in the bag. He wins right now. It's already decided. Wait, no, it's not. But he wins the skin fight. That means he already has the early advantage. My money's on him purely because of that. Yorick, right out of the gates, buys tiers, rank 1 boots. Cho'Gath, a little confused of where he's at, kind of wandering a little, back and forth. Yorick, getting 1 point in each ghoul, not a bad idea. Cho'Gath finally buying his items. Been cool, Cho'Gath. I like his little pipe. Very interesting choice for Cho'Gath. He's got cloth armor Null Magic Mantle, 5 health potions, and 3 mana potions. I think in terms of smart builds, Cho'Gath really thought about that. Knows Yorick does kind of a mix of damage. Gonna need both resistances. He's at 66 armor, 76 MR. That's gonna really help him out. I like those buys. Tears, Yorick's gonna be spamming a lot. That's kind of what he does. Tears is gonna help him out, especially when he can turn it into a mana immune. Yorick, I believe, did wait for the extra potion. Now, what we did see before, the last time we saw Cho'Gath, at least on this stream, we saw he kind of started out a little tanky, and he went straight into full AP on his first build, like first buy. And then he just dominated. It was an insane game. It was so close. That was a great one. But Choiboi is just getting bullied around right now. He's missing the ruptures on Yorick. I'm not sure if he's really aiming for him at this point. I think he's just trying to farm from afar, from a safe distance. Gets a silence off on Yorick. He was going to throw some ghouls at him. Changed his mind, and Choiboi's already out of mana. He's got to start popping those mana potions. Cooolstorybroo. Full mana, bush control. Every time Choiboi goes in for the farm, he just gets pushed back. This is kind of what I expected from Yorick. He's got the early game advantage, I feel. However, if Choiboi lands a rupture, he might do well in a trade. Looks like Yorick leveling Omen of Famine for the sustain, and Choiboi's leveling Vorpal Spikes. Interesting. So he's going for the kind of the indirect damage on Yorick when he goes for that. He is using Rupture quite a bit though. It's going to be interesting. I believe Cho'Gath actually is sustaining off Yorick tools when he's getting the last hit on those. And that's interesting. Cooolstorybroo knows the timer's on the health relics. Goes, snatches that one up right under Choiboi's nose. That's mine, not yours. Both players getting close to level 6. We'll start seeing Cho'Gath get some feast stacks, and Yorick might actually go on the rest of him before he gets too many feast stacks. Now Cho'Gath on this map kind of has a little disadvantage because when he goes to kill himself, he's going to lose any feast stacks that he has. At least he can have them halved. Ooh, he lands the Rupture. Gets the silence off, but it's not going to be much. Ooh, Yorick might be going in on this here. Nope, he just wanted that health relic. See, the people that really know what they're doing with the 1v1s, they'll try to take control of those health relics because those are the most important things on this map. It's free health, free mana. They're very key. You know, they're very key to victory. They're worth fighting over. If Cho'Gath can land those last hits on the ghouls, he might be able to keep sustaining. He won't get much gold for it, but if he does actually have his passive proc off that, then it's going to help him out quite a bit. I think he tried to feast that one, but it died too fast. No, that's on cooldown. Both players hit level 7 at the same time. Yorick just saying, oh, you want near my minions? No. That's not what's going to happen. He's going to zone him out. That's going to be really rough. The wave is pushing though in Choiboi's favor. Might get some damage on the turret. Choiboi taking actually a lot of damage. He's gonna have to back off. And Cooolstorybroo is just trying to poke him down until he gets to a point where he feels he can go all in on him. This is once again a situation. I understand the exhaust pickup, but if he had Ignite, he could probably go all in and win. Right there, get the first pickup on the first blood. Really get an advantage. The Rupture lands onto Yorick. I feel like that was so clutch. If Choiboi didn't hit that, Cooolstorybroo would have picked that up. Now Choiboi is fighting for his life in this tournament. If he loses this game, he is out. This is the losers bracket. In the double elimination first 1v1 tournament finals. Rupture Rupture missing. But he does get the silence off. Now York's just going to farm up a little bit. Actually, he's going in on Choiboi. He uses his exhaust and gets really nowhere. He even ulted himself too. Must have taken it back. Cool story, bro. Got level 9. Choiboi still level 8. The aggression continues. He's actually going for this right now. Will he continue? Nope. So close though. He's got 100 health. Cool story, bro. Wants to get this. He actually has flash. He could flash. Go for it if he wants. Ooh, the health relic gets snatched up right at the last second. Coming out just to try to farm, sustain. Choiboi actually healing quite a bit from that. He's at 2 feast stacks at the moment. But he's only at 25 CS. While Yorick's at 48. Almost double. Yorick also has 252 bonus mana from the tiers, so he's a quarter of the way there. Filling that up completely. I feel like it's a really good pickup. It's going to give him damage once he can actually turn it into the mana immune. It's going to give him a lot of mana to keep spamming. And since there are the health relics that give mana, he's not going to have to worry about that. Choiboi throwing the Rupture at the health relic saying, I have that time too, and if you want it, you're going to have to get it. Cool story, bro. Taking a few turret shots after that harass. I feel like it was still worth it for him, though. He wants to keep Choiboi on the back foot. Say, these are my minions. You're not allowed to get near them. I'm going to keep out farming you, and I'm just going to keep playing for the late game. When I eventually die, I'm going to have more money. Oh, I'm sorry. Yorick didn't ult himself. He has not leveled his ult yet. I just noticed that. The ghouls might finish him off. Nope, 100 health. Cool story, bro. Wanting to go in on that. Yeah, Yorick, interestingly enough, has not put a point in his ult yet. Ooh, cool story, bro. Getting silenced, but not before he can get some ghouls off. Very interesting choice from Yorick. I completely understand it, though, because he's already got 2 ghouls leveled up completely. He's got Omen of Famine and Omen of Pestilence. Fully leveled. You don't often see people not leveling their ultimates. That's what makes it really interesting. Cool story, bro. Healing off the minions. Yorick has a lot of sustain, Cho'Gath has a lot of sustain. And that's why Choiboi is able to just kind of hang in this, despite being down health so much. For the majority of this game. 71 CS on Yorick, it's a 41 on Cho'Gath. I want to see actually, I guess I could look at the top, but yeah, Cho'Gath's sitting at about 3,000 gold. Yorick's 3,800 gold. 800 gold difference there. Once Cooolstorybroo exhausts up, I feel like we might see an engage. Ooh, the race for it. Cooolstorybroo flashes for the health relic, throws out some harass. I love when people do that. That's just like, oh, what's up? My health relic. No problem. Ooh, Choiboi wanted to get the feast off, and he does, but he almost paid for it by dying. Now, Yorick finally put a point in his ultimate. We might see some aggression come out. Choiboi wants that health relic. He's got really no choice. He's just waiting around, trying to hold off as long as possible, but he's running low on health. Cool story, bro. Picking up the health relic, no problem. Actually, grab the turret aggro. Not even trying. Stray good. He's actually going in. He's diving the turret. Cooolstorybroo gets ignited, though. Has to back off because he's got the turret aggro, and Choiboi stays alive. He's holding on way longer than I really expected from him. Ooh, he lands the Rupture, too. If he had Feast up, he could try to go burst down Coolstory. And that would be quite the reversal. Being pushed back to his turret the whole time and then just immediately turns around and just blows him up. There's actually a possibility for that if he gets his Ignite up and gets the right engage. Cooolstorybroo, on the other hand, trying to go for that health relic, gets pushed off of it. Oh, I thought Choiboi was going to grab it. He actually backed off at the last second, maybe unsure of the timer. Or unsure that he would have lived. Now, as Cho'Gath levels up, his passive's going to get stronger, meaning that his, innate sustain's going to get stronger. Because Yorick Ghoul's just going to be food for him. Cho'Gath's feast is up. It'll be up to him to see if he wants to use it to just keep getting bigger, or if he wants to actually go for a kill here. He's so low, but he's also pretty tanky. So I wouldn't be surprised if he did try to go for a kill, but it would have to be under the right circumstances. Now, actually, for the first time, Choiboi getting close to having half health. He lands the feast on the Cooolstory and just says, "Get out of here. I now have the advantage. I have more health." But then Cooolstory, since he has 2 health relics on his side, still being untouched, just waiting for him when he gets low, he'll just go back there, pick those up, heal back up. He's fine. We might be in for a long one again. This might be the case here. Yorick actually breaking the 100 CS mark at about 12 minutes, or a little before. He ulted himself to actually put some damage onto the turret. Very interesting play. That ultimate's on about a 94-second cooldown right now. He's going to be able to do that about a minute or so. He's just going to pop back, pick up some health. What is his tears like? He's halfway done filling up the tears of the goddess. The Choiboi actually has a ton of health right now. It's going to be pretty hard for him to get picked away. Ooh, Cooolstorybroo lands the rupture just by forcing him to stand at it. And that's Cho'Gath's 6-piece stack. He no longer needs to use it on minions. He can save it for Cooolstory, and we might see an initiation from Choiboi if he can sustain up a little bit more. Choiboi is actually battling back because he was so behind for a while. He's actually catching up in CS now. Cooolstorybroo actually taking a lot of damage there. This is looking a little more close, and this is what we want to see. Close games at this point. Ooh, he goes for the rupture, misses it. Expected Cooolstorybroo to kind of fall back, and he did not play into that. Now this is going to be a whole different game once they get items. I'm not sure what kind of items they'll want to go for. Maybe... I'm wondering what Cho'Gath wants to do with his defensive items he built there. He's got a lot of options he could do. Yorick using the ultimate to try to take down the turret. Ooh, he gets feasted. Cho'Gath is continuing to pursue this. Yorick needs to get his passive back on there. Oh, he's taking a ton of damage. The exhaust comes off onto Choiboi. The flash from Choiboi to try to pick him up. Cooolstorybroo flashes in response, grabs the health relic, and then they're gonna fall back and just keep going back to farming. Actually, Choiboi landing the rupture, gets the silence off. Cooolstorybroo not looking good anymore. He had the advantage. He was looking really good. And now, he's on the back foot. Choiboi taking control of this game with these insane ruptures that are just coming out from him. He's actually landing them. They're paying dividends. I mean, having 6 stacks of feast also kind of helps you in exchanges since you have just so much health. Yorick only at 1900, Cho'Gath 2500. Having to get the feast coming out again. That's on a minute cooldown. He's just going to be able to, every minute, just, oh, what's up? Oh, he lands the rupture, gets the silence off. Will he pursue this? The slow is devastating for Cooolstorybroo. He's going to try to turn around, get some sustain going. Choiboi actually turned back. He should have kept going. He actually probably could have won that engage if he just kept pursuing him. He turned back like he was afraid Cooolstorybroo was just going to burst him. But Cooolstorybroo has nothing. He's got no exhaust, no ult, no flash. I mean, yeah, Choiboi doesn't have his ult, he doesn't have his flash or his ignite, but he actually could have kept going. If he landed that rupture, it probably would have been a kill for him. Choiboi now picking up his Cooolstorybroo. He might... Is he gonna... Is he doing what I think he's doing? He's gonna try to kill himself. This is a great play. Cho'Gath seeing this. Look at that. Not many people are able to kill themselves with the other person still alive. I saw Pantheon suicide himself using his ult. Now Cho'Gath's gonna do the same thing in response. That is some heads-up play right there. That is great thinking. Cho'Gath's gonna be a little harder to kill himself since he is just this beef machine. Beef machine. Yorick picks up the Manamune, grabs some Mercury Treads. How much gold does he have left? About 5,000. Quite the trust fund there. He's now up, no turrets down, still 0-0. Both players are going to get to buy. This could make this game a little more interesting, a little more exciting. Yorick going for Force of Nature, Phage, Sheen, and then a red elixir. Definitely going for that Trinity Force next. Cho'Gath grabbing a quick Rod of Ages, Wit's End, Mercury Treads, Chain Vest, and then he still has the Cloth Armor. Pretty good buys all around. With Yorick, he does a mix of damage, so you kind of have to have a mix of defense. Cho'Gath actually got some good buys there. You're going to start building up those skill stacks again. Cooolstorybroo actually taking quite a bit of damage from this. Cho'Gath sustains really kicking in. He almost lands the Rupture. Cooolstorybroo is trying to sustain through this, and it's working. Although the minions are working in Choiboi's favor. Cooolstorybroo coming out with this. Cho'Gath's auto attack still not doing much damage, but if he gets him low, he could finish him with the Feast. Oh, it's on cooldown still. He did not get it back. And both players, this is really evenly matched right now. But over time, I mean, that Manamune's still going to get stronger and stronger. He's carrying 38 right now. 38 extra damage. Here comes the ultimate from Cooolstorybroo. Gonna try to finish that turret. He's gonna keep poking away at that. Eventually it'll go down. And there's the Phage Bro. Problem is, every wave, Choiboi is just gonna heal so much. Ooh, Cooolstorybroo actually getting quite a bit of damage out there. Choiboi is not looking too good. He did not win that early engage. His turret's also very low. The Rupture lands. Choiboi feasts a minion, trying to get some stacks up. He's one away from having max stacks. Cooolstorybroo grabs some turret aggro. He didn't want that. This is fairly close in terms of farm. Yorick's got quite the lead though at this point. Like CS-wise, he's only down by 30. Choiboi actually going in on this, getting the auto attacks off, but I feel like Cooolstorybroo is actually going to win this trade. We still do not have first blood at 19 minutes. Ooh, another Rupture landed, but Cooolstorybroo has enough MR that that's not doing too much. He's actually got 170 magic points. And so much mana. He's got so much mana. It's like he's Rise right now. Ooh, Choiboi taking a lot of damage. Cooolstorybroo getting hit by the Rupture though. He's got to pursue this. Choiboi's having to flash, going for the health relic. I don't think that'll be enough. Cooolstorybroo gets feasted and first blood comes out from Cooolstorybroo. Oh, that was so good. That was great play. Cho'Gath flashed, but then Cooolstorybroo flashed as well. And he's down. Choiboi's down for 25 more seconds. Cooolstorybroo might be able to pick up this turret. He has himself ulted. He dies now. The ult did fell off. If he actually died with it still on him, he can get some more turret damage in there. Maybe the minions will finish off. They have 10 seconds. That was a huge blow to Choiboi. He lost a turret. Almost 2 turrets. This might be 2 turrets here. Yeah, I think the caster minions are going to finish it off.
Blue team's turret has been
Ooh,
destroyed.
he lost 2 turrets with that death. What that means is, now keep in mind, on Proving Grounds, the inhibitor does not regen health. So, all he has to do is just keep chipping away at it. Then he'll win the game. Choiboi is going to have to pull something out huge. He's actually building the recipe for a Frozen Heart. I'm not sure how much that'll help him here. Yorick, on the other hand, went back, finished his Trinity Force, picked up a Kindle Gem. The Rupture just barely misses. Yorick in pursuit. He might just try to finish this here. with some aggression. He doesn't have to at this point, though. He can slow ball. He doesn't have to get the fight. He might win a fight, but he doesn't have to. He can just go for that inhibitor, and he actually is in pursuit. He wants to grab the health relic. Choiboi does pick it up, though. Cool story, bro. Ulting himself. He's gonna try to finish the inhibitor here. Oh, this is gonna go down. I don't think Choiboi has the damage to finish him off before he finishes this. He feasts him. One more hit, and Cooolstorybroo wins the game, picking up his second game of the match, moving him on to the next round of the losers bracket. Great job to him. GG's all around. And Choiboi, sadly, knocked out of the tournament. Although he had a great showing. It was close. And that was some losers round coverage. Thanks for tuning in.